please forgive me. It was not intentional. Will come and stand in front of 3,000 students and read out your apology letter, and I was like, oh my god. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ellie back with another video, and in today's video I'm finally going to tell you guys why I was suspended from my college for 1 month. Like, I was away from my college for 1 month, and now talking about it, it does not feel anything. But you know, back then when it was actually happening, it was so scary. I was so sad. I was, so many mixed emotions. Like, just imagine yourself getting suspended. But yeah, now I don't feel anything, and I feel like I learned so many things from that suspension. Let me tell you why exactly, what was the reason. And the reason was also very stupid, but it was a valid reason to get suspended, because the thing that we did, it is questionable, okay? But we did not do intentionally. We thought it was fun and everything, but yeah, everything from the start was my fault, our fault, because I was not the only one suspended. And for their privacy reason, I will not be mentioning their name, but I think four of us were suspended for 1 month. Oh my god, I am not ready for this story time. Let's start. I don't exactly remember it was my first year or second year. It was definitely not my third year, but it was first or second year, okay? And oh my god guys, I am so embarrassed, but yeah, let's start. So we had exams. I don't remember what exam exactly. We had an exam and I did not write well, okay? That exam I did not write well. So not only me, but my whole friend, like our whole friend group, we got single digit in that subject, okay? It was political science. I got single digit, and I was not the only one who got single digit. My whole friend group, we got single digit, okay? And it was Friday, so I brought my phone to the classroom. And obviously I bought it with permission. I am someone who is very scared. Like, if my phone is gone, I don't know what I will do. So I never risk my phone. I always bring my phone with permission from the vice principal or from principal. So I had the phone with me, and for context, like, phone is not allowed in the college, okay? But that day I bought, because we had that on Friday we used to have, what do you call that, some activities, no? Oh my god, I forgot. I'll just put it on the screen. Yeah, so we used to have that activity. So because of that, I bought my phone, and I had the phone with me, and we got single mark. And like, sir was busy. Some people were having issue with the correction, this and that, I don't know. So many people were busy. Everybody was doing their own thing in the classroom. We're just sitting down there, and suddenly one of my friend came up to us, and I don't know, like, such a dumb stupid idea she gave us, like let's take pictures with this money. She had 500 rupees in her hand, and she was like, let's take pictures with this money and our paper, and we'll pretend like we are on our way to go and buy marks, because we all got single mark. And even me, my dumb ass, was like, okay, yeah, that sounds very fun, and I have phone, so let's take pictures. When I think about it, what was I thinking, and what were we all thinking? Like, I was not the only one. Even my other two friends were also, yeah, come on, let's do it. And then we took a picture. I don't know if I still have the picture. If I have, I'll insert it here. If not, then yeah, it was just us holding the money and our answer sheet, okay? And then we were standing. Thank god our face was not visible in the photo, because it was taken from behind, and everything was fine until the pictures. But after picture, our classes got over, everything got over, and then we went back home, okay? And in my mind, I thought that we did something very great in the college today, so let's share this photo in the group, our class group. And obviously I don't remember putting any context in that photo, but yeah, I shared that photo. And obviously, like, we don't buy marks in our college. All of our classmates knew that we were making fun, because there is no such things that happens in the college, okay? Our college is very strict with everything, so that's impossible to buy marks and all those shit, okay? That was something I really regret. But yeah, I posted, and not only in the group, I also shared in my status. I don't know if the photos got viral because of my status or because I shared in the group. I don't know, but it went super viral. It reached so many people, and so many people started making so many assumptions, and so many articles started coming out that these things are happening in that college. My college is a very reputed college, so that's why there were so many people trying to bring down the reputation of my college. So yeah, that thing happened, and oh my god, I was like, literally, I became so numb, and I did not know what to do, because my intention was not to go viral like that. And thank god our face was also not visible, but still, people and teachers, everyone already knew it was me and my friends that shared that photo, and it's us. So The next day we went to college and principal called us out for a meeting. So scary. That was one of the most scariest part of my life. Yeah, he called us out and he asked us, what is this, what is going on, and who took this picture, and what is the actual reason that you guys took these kind of pictures. And I was like, Father, I started crying. Father, please forgive me, it was not intentional. Oh my god, I'm laughing now, but in that moment I thought my life was over, because that became so big. And yeah, I was telling principal this and that, but principal was like not ready to listen. Obviously he was not ready to listen, because that is a big thing. It is about the college reputation. So yeah, he was like, okay, tomorrow you are going to bring your parents, I'll have a talk with your parents, and then we'll see what will happen to you guys. And I was like, oh my god, I was like praying that I hope everything will be fine, I hope principal will forgive us and all this. That was the first time I took my mom to the college for something not so great. So yeah, I really felt bad for all the parents that came to the college because of our dumb mistake. But yeah, our parents came and they talked and they said that you will be suspended for, no, they said you will be suspended indefinitely. And I was like, what is that supposed to mean? And my uncle was also in the college that time, he was teaching there in the college. So yeah, he told us that you'll be suspended until they call you back to the college. And I was like, oh my god, that cannot. And I was begging like, Father, please forgive us, I will never do this again, it was not intentional, this and that, but the damage was already done. And I got suspended for 1 month. I don't know like how I spent my 1 month, but yeah, I was suspended. And my other friends were like, I am not someone like, I'm not a bad student and I don't have a bad reputation in the college, okay? I am someone who is always seen out there, like whenever there is function, I'm always there on the stage, I'm dancing or something, I'm making vlogs. Somehow I'm not saying I'm popular, but people knew me. So it was such an embarrassment for me that I got suspended for the reason like that. So everyone in the college came to know that I was suspended. I don't know if everyone, but I thought everyone already knew, because no, I think everybody knew, because I went to the assembly for, okay, wait, that I will get to that later. But yeah, I was suspended for 1 month and I was so depressed. And my other classmates were saying that it's good, you guys are just suspended, you are at least not expelled, you can take rest at home, you can chill at home, you don't have to come to college. And I was like, oh my god, guys, it is not fun, it is so embarrassing. You guys don't understand that mental trauma that I was going through. So yeah, every week I used to go back and beg principal or someone to take us back in. But yeah, they said that you'll be suspended for 1 month and then we will see. And my uncle was there helping us out with everything, right? Every time he used to take like the update from principal what to do with us what to do with us, because we were so dumb. So yeah, that happened. And like after 1 month, the principal told us to come back to college. And yeah, a suspension that till that is also fine. But after I came back to college, they said you are going to write apology letter and you will come and stand in front of 3,000 students and read out your apology letter. And I was like, oh my god, I was still thinking like, okay, I am back and I hope people will just forget about it. But principal was like, you are going to apologize in front of 3,000 people. I think we had around 3,000 students that time. Principal said you guys will go and apologize one by one, or I don't know, I was the only one. I literally forgot what exactly. I think everybody went to apologize. So yeah, when I went to apologize on the stage, oh my god, I was so embarrassed. And people said that I was smiling. I was not supposed to smile, that is something very serious. But I did not know, like for me, I thought I was just normal and I was reading my apology letter. But my friends said that you were smiling and you were reading as if it is something to be very proud of. And I was like, it was not my intention. But anyways, I finished that. And after that, for 1 week, I think 1-2 weeks, I could not recover from that trauma, because everybody was like, whenever I pass by the hall, whenever I go out during the break time, people were always staring at me like with that, that the bitchy look. They were something like, I don't know, they were not staring in a good way. So yeah, I was embarrassed for 2 weeks. But after 2 weeks, I literally forgot about it and I was like, leave it, whatever happened, it happened. And yeah, after that, I realized so many things, that you should not just post anything on social media. You have to think twice. After that, I started thinking twice before I post anything on YouTube, or before I post anything on my status, or even on my Instagram. I started thinking twice, like if I post this, what will happen, what will be the consequences, am I going to face any backlash, or am I going to get any hate. I started thinking twice, okay, after this. Before that, I used to post whatever I like, and I will post according to my mood and posting any random stuff. So after that incident, I realized that I should not post anything without thinking twice. That was a very depressing time for me, because like I said, I was not a bad student, and I was always seen, like people knew me, and I was suspended for that kind of reason. So it was so embarrassing also, but I did not give up on social media after that also. I love social media, I like to be on camera, I like making videos, so I did not give up, and I kept doing what I love, but with some steps. Like I started thinking twice, like if I post this, what will happen? If I say this to someone, what will happen? So yeah, I became more cautious after that incident, and I learned a lot from that also. When I was at home, like when I was suspended and when I was at home, I used to explore so many things, like the online space, the digital marketing. When I was suspended, that's when I started seeing things. Obviously, I did not start that time instantly, but that's when my mind started opening up. I was exploring so many things, and that's when I realized that I can do something out of social media. And like I've mentioned in my previous video, there are two types of people, and I was in the first category, wasting time on social media. But this suspension gave me so much free time at home that I started exploring, and I got into the second category, which is using social media in the right way. So that's when I started exploring so many things I came across. I already had idea. Obviously, I did not start. I should have started, but yeah, be very cautious of what you post, because you don't know what kind of problem you might get into when you are on social media. And it's not just about you posting about things, but I'm also saying this to people. Like, there are many people, those who just sit behind the screen and post nonsense. You don't know what people is going through. Like, I'm not just saying for myself, but the people, the content creators that you are watching every day, just remember that they are also normal human being like you. So when you post something hateful or some hate comment on someone's comments and anything, just be mindful, because you don't know what the other person is going through. So yeah, think twice before you post anything on social media. Don't be like me, don't post just anything and get yourself into trouble. Instead, learn something, use social media for right things, and make money, get rich, and live a good life. I feel like, I am always saying this, but social media is a game changer for anyone. Literally anyone can get rich out of social media, and I'm so glad I did not give up social media that day. If I gave up that day, then I will not be where I am today, right? But instead, I learned from my mistake. Everybody learns from their mistakes, so you don't have to be depressed about the situation. Like, if something happened in your life, don't just think about it and stay stressed and depressed. Like, just get out of it and just think, like, how I can improve myself, what I can learn from this lesson, and what can I change. Like, always keep on working on yourself and don't lose hope. So yeah, that was the story. It was very embarrassing, but the whole 1 month period, I was so depressed, but also I found new doors to my future. And I did not know that exploring that time, that suspension free time, is going to change my life also, because I started exploring so many things. So yeah, that was the whole story. I don't know if it is interesting or not, but for me, it took a lot of guts to talk about this incident, because I thought this is something I will keep inside me until and unless I die. So yeah, it was something like that, and I never knew that I'm going to come and talk about it like this on YouTube someday. But at one point, I knew that this will become my testimony. Maybe I thought I'll just tell or share people offline, but I did not know that I'll come on the internet and talk about it openly. But I think that is nothing to be ashamed of, because everybody makes mistake, and if you make mistake and if you don't learn from it, that is a big problem. But if you make a mistake and if you learn from that and if you change yourself, I think that says a lot about you as a person, right? So yeah, that was the whole story. And like I'm telling you, be very mindful, be cautious of whatever you post, because you don't know what that post or that video or anything can get you into. So yeah, make use of social media in a proper way to generate income and change your life like I did. I don't know if you guys enjoyed, but let me know what you guys think about the whole story time in my comment section. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to learn digital marketing from me personally, check out the link in my description, and I will see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye.